going to tell you earlier, I think everybody knows that there was a domestic related event that took place. Male, female, they do have a child together. The male at one point kind of locked the female half out of the residence and wouldn't let her back in. So she claims that he's in the house with her daughter, and ultimately you see all the resources that are brought out here. We're trying to make contact with whoever might be in the house, and this being her boyfriend, and turns out no one was in the house.
Where's the daughter at?
The daughter, through detectives talking to some neighbors and things like that, they're trying to determine 100% if the daughter was with him or not. So the investigation is going to continue, and we've talked to Mom and told her that both he and the daughter were not located in the house. So there's no evidence of foul play or anything like that, but we have to follow up a lot of loose ends and find the rest of the puzzle, the remainder.
Are you going to issue an Amber Alert?
We're going to issue an Amber Alert. That's one of those things that right now we have to determine all the information. Does it meet the criteria? And probably up-channel it. Based off the information, I can't say 100% if it's going to be yes or no. We're trying to get all that detail right now. They're talking to Mom. They're talking to family. And, Mom indicates that Dad was, to a degree, involved with the daughter. It wasn't anything like completely total stranger type of situation. So, these are the things you have to take a look at the criteria. Does it meet? Does it not meet? And then it has to be up-channeled, and do they approve it? But we're going to take a look at that as a serious possibility.
Well, let's talk about the suspect description. Since you do not know where this young lady is, nor the father, can you give us any type of description of him?
I don't have that description at this time. I think at one point, it's just speculation, but it was, what was he wearing? There was some mixed information. So, we know who he is based off of his name and everything else. That's, here in a little bit, I'll go get a media release out with a little bit. That's not going to be much.
Do you know how old the daughter is?
Mom says the daughter's going to be 2 next week. So.
And who called in?
She did. She called us from her front yard with friends.
Where is she now? What kind of condition is she in?
Right now she's talking to detectives. And I think as we speak she might be in her house, but she's a little upset and distraught about the situation, and she's talking to the detective about how it played out.
So what gave you the determination to enter the home? Because I know with a situation where you have a man who may be armed and a child inside the home with him.
The law enforcement protocol, they're not getting, it's that logic, if this, then that. So, trying to make contact through a phone, it's not working. It's the next step. So the response team and the negotiators are following a protocol, communicating well, and determination was made to try to get that phone into the house. They did that, and based off of other information, they find out, okay, let's go a little bit further, next step, and they find out that everybody's left.
Were the doors barricaded when you entered?
Yeah, at this time, I don't believe they were.
But you were under the impression at first that they were.
This is what information came to us at the beginning, that there was possibly a barricaded door, but it turns out there was not a barricaded door.
Do you know if he took off by car or foot?
We don't have any of that information, and that's one of the things detectives are doing now, is talking to neighbors. Did anybody see anybody leave? Because she wasn't always in that point to know had he left. If she was making the phone call from the front yard, he could have easily just stepped outside.